If you want to leave us a message, get some advice, go to speakpipe.com/goodguys. Keep it brief. Brevity is key. Ask us questions for advice and nothing else. We don't want to hear it. This one's from, I don't know.
What the fuck is up, morons? This is kind of a serious topic, so I'm going to get right into it. I have a friend. She notoriously loves to drink and drive. That's her prerogative.
Whoa.
She's hit things while driving. She does not remember getting home while driving. It's concerning. She also has an almost 3-year-old child.
Oh.
And sometimes this child is in the car with her when she has been drinking or is currently drinking while driving.
Oh.
And I work in a profession where I am a mandated reporter. And
What does that mean?
I struggle with it. And
Tattletale.
I would love to not just report this person, but I would love to have a conversation. But as two dads, one potentially to be and one currently also a dad, please give me advice. Do I not say anything because I'm not a mom? Do I say something because it's required by I don't know what the fuck to do. Please help, because I'm fucking concerned for her child's safety and her own and others on the road, and please help.
Wow. That's fucking crazy. Josh, I'll let you go first with active children. Tell us, and then I'll go.
Listen, if you're with her at a night when she wants to drive drunk, with or without a kid, you take her fucking keys and you throw them in the woods. Like, you put yourself in between her and that vehicle. It doesn't matter. Call the police. Fuck her. Forget about it. It's crazy. It's so nuts. It's the worst thing one can do. You put your own life and your kid's life for sure in danger, but then you could put someone else's life in danger too. Throw her keys. Call the police. Don't be afraid.
Yeah. And sit her down. Like, if this is an actual friend, sit her down and tell her that, like, you need an intervention, just like an intervention with anything else. Like, you need to say, you're a mother and you're endangering your child. Like, it's not cool at all. It's not cool whatsoever. There's nothing cool about this. You must stop immediately. Otherwise, we can't be friends. Part of growing up, I don't know if we've spoken about this, Josh, it's okay to shed friends. It's okay to look at somebody and maybe you grew up and they never did, and their choices no longer reflect the type of people that you want to associate yourself with. And I'm sorry, I personally, if I had a friend that enjoyed drunk driving with her 3-year-old, that would reflect poorly on me. Like, somebody would see her and say, oh, she's friends with Ben. What must Ben be doing? Your friends are a reflection of you. And this person, this is not a good apple. This is no good. Try and reason with them. Try and have them change course. Otherwise, don't be friends with them and call the cops or call that person's, I would assume there's a father. I don't know what the deal is. But a grandparent, call someone. No good. I don't like that story at all.
And by the way, drinking and driving, unacceptable. Drinking and eating, awesome. Just pitch to her, be like, sober up, and then go through a drive-through and stuff your face while you're driving. I love driving and eating.
It's interesting that you bring that up. I also love driving and eating, but sometimes I feel a little reckless. Like the other day, I was fully driving with a cone. I got a vanilla cone.
Heck yes.
And I was like licking the cone one hand, driving the other, eating the bottom, slurping it out, finishing it. Like, there is an element. I know it's not illegal, but there's an element, because I love eating and driving, but there's an element of it's dangerous sometimes. You have to be careful with what you're eating.
Totally agree. Could not agree more. Next one's from Anonymous.
Hey, Josh. Hey, Ben. Baruch Hashem. I am not Jewish, but I have learned that phrase from listening to you guys.
Well done,
I
BH.
have a babysitter question for you dads. We had our first non-family member watch our 11-month-old son the other day for a few hours, and I asked her, what's her hourly rate? This 15-year-old girl had the audacity to tell me $30 an hour. Are you kidding me? What is the going rate these days for a babysitter?
Don't ask next time. I appreciate the hustle. I hate when people feel like that. Like, you asked me what my rate was. I'm not going to tell you that my rate is $10 an hour. I'm going to tell you that it's 30. You're then going to tell me I'm only comfortable paying you 15, and we're going to settle on 20. So honestly, props to the 15-year-old for highballing you first, because you're going to lowball her after. And if she goes in with her lowest, she's getting screwed. If you only wanted to pay her $15, you should have just said the job is $15 an hour. Take it or leave it. Josh?
I agree. 30's steep. We have a lovely person who comes and helps out with Shy and then the baby for a couple hours a week, and she gets paid almost 30, and that's because she's like a professional at it and in her 60s and like has decades of experience helping take care of children. So yeah. And she gets a nice bonus. We take care of her. Nice. But you're 15. So $1 for every year. No, I'm kidding. But like $20.
$20 is
and
right.
A pizza.
For sure. but I appreciate her. Like, if you ask somebody, how much should I pay you? Well, it's totally in her right to throw out a number. She'll definitely take 15 though. Go back to her. And if not, she's too entitled and too rich to be babysitting. Okay, go find somebody cheaper. Also, why do you need the 15-year-old? Can you get somebody that's a little bit more experienced? I'm sorry. Like, go and find, I like what you said, Josh, a nice 60-year-old woman, a professional, very experienced. This is right. I don't want to play roulette with a 15-year-old.
Yes.
Just saying.
I agree. The 15-year-old, it's you know, yeah.
You never know.
You got to work for cheap, babe. I did. I worked for Nickelodeon.
Yeah. Same.
Next one from Anonymous.
Hey, good guys, quick question. What would you do if you had a friend that always wants to ask you questions about your life and always wants to know your business, but when it comes to their life and their business, they don't want to say anything? To me, I feel like then you shouldn't ask me, because this is not a one-sided friendship, you know? Or am I crazy? Have you guys dealt with this? And if so, how do you deal with this? It's like becoming new for her, and I just don't know what to do, because I feel like I'm sharing because we've been friends for 20 plus years, but she doesn't share anything. And I don't know. What would you guys do?
This is a very unique problem. I've never heard of somebody that was upset that somebody wasn't sharing enough with, or, right? Doesn't it seem backwards? She's upset that her friend will share too much with her, but she won't share enough with them. I'm confused by the whole thing.
I've had friends in this scenario who were very tight to the vest with anything personal going on in their life, and then they would ask me things which would require me to be slightly vulnerable and share with them, and it didn't feel like a two-way street.
Got it. I understand. Okay, so that's what she's saying. I understand now. And that person is not your friend. This is no good. This person is gathering information on you. This person is trying to figure out everything, and then they're going to write a scathing article, and they're going to tank you, and they're going to get you fired from your job, and they're going to tell your friends and family all of your deep, dark secrets while you're telling them nothing.
That's right. Maybe they work for the CIA. Maybe they're counter-Russian intelligence. You know what I mean?
I think so.
You're out there singing all your sad thoughts, and they're like, tell me more. Interesting. Don't worry where I'm from. I told you, I'm from Scranton, PA. Born and raised.
That's funny. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's funny. Oh my God. That's good.
You know, think about it. Your best friend's Russian intelligence.
Bravo. Bravo.
Oh my God. Okay, last question from Hopeless Romantic.
Hi, good guys. Thank you for the podcast. Thank you for how much you make me laugh. I love ya. This question is obviously for Josh and Ben, but also Olivia, because I would love a girl's perspective. I'm 25 years old and I'm a virgin by choice. I'm not waiting till marriage, but I am waiting until I'm completely in love with somebody, because I only want to be intimate with one person that way my whole life. That's the goal, at least. And I've had a very hard time leading up to now with guys basically being okay waiting. And I'm totally fine with that with them. I'm like, listen, I'm not going to think you're a bad guy. I'm not going to think you're a bad person. Like, be upfront with me. That's great. If you need to have sex to fall in love with me, then I don't think you were going to fall in love with me in the first place. So like, that's fine. But it's so tough to date in this world when I'm not having sex until I'm in love, because how can I tell someone on a first date, like, well, you need to make me fall in love with you first, and not have them run the other direction? So I guess my first question is, how do I go about that in this day and age where like sex on the first date is pretty normal, especially with my generation? And two, am I crazy to think that there's going to be a guy somewhere along the way that's like so down for me that he's like, I don't really care if I have sex with you in the first week, in the first month, even in the first year, or we wait till marriage because I love who you are and I just want to be with you? Am I crazy? Should I get off of my fairy tale pedestal? I would love to hear what you guys think. Thank you.
Olivia?
Yeah, Olivia, you
wanna
go
go first?
Cool. Yeah, so I hadn't met, I'm also 25. I hadn't met somebody who was.
I thought something else was
Still-
coming after that. Yeah, I was about to be like, whoa!
No. But a good friend of mine out here, actually, she's been saving herself, waiting to have sex with somebody until she's married. And she, I know for her, she went through like a big breakup a little while ago, and she was with this guy for like 2 or 3 years, and they never did anything, and they had a really good relationship, and they thought it was endgame, but like ended up not, being that way. Anyway, I just, it's a tricky position to be in, but I think that there will be somebody out there who can be in alignment with you. And I wanted to wait too until it was with somebody that I knew loved me and I loved when I was younger. It just happened for me at an earlier age than has happened for you. But I think just keep holding on, stay true to what you believe. Don't do something that you'll regret, but yeah, just good luck. I know it's hard out there, but there's somebody out there for you for sure.
I agree. I think you hold out. I think that if it's what you want, somebody's gonna meet you at that. But I also wouldn't go looking for a guy at a bar.
Mm-hmm.
You should be hunting for your specific person. I don't know what your religion is, but maybe at church.
Mhm.
Maybe you should look for somebody who comes from a family that if you're going and you're dating a bunch of hunters or football players, obviously they're going to sleep with you immediately. You know what I mean? I would make sure that you're looking in the right places. I didn't mean to throw hunters under the bus. Maybe there's some that are waiting for marriage to have sex. Yeah, I just think you'll find the right person, but you also need to be looking in the right places.
Yeah, I think I totally agree. I think you're probably, as you start getting into your late 20s, if you still haven't been with someone and you want that from the person you're with, I think it will probably, the religious route is sort of inevitable, because that just seems to be someone who would share that ideal. But you guys tell me if I'm crazy. I kind of think if you don't want to do that, I totally respect it. But if there are other things you do want to do with someone who you are interested in, and it's moving towards that direction of becoming more serious and falling in love, I would say make that other stuff super fun. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Yes.
No, totally. Yes,
Okay.
Absolutely. You mean the other stuff?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Right between where the shortstop stands.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? From
I
heavy
do.
rubbing to no.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
And by the way,
Yucky. Yuck.
and by the way, once you start hooking up with a partner for that long, you start wishing you started doing the other stuff more.
Yeah.
You're like, I could, whatever happened to a hand job? Sorry.
Yeah. Foreplay is it.
Dude, foreplay is it, isn't it?
It's it.
Title.
It's it for sure. Foreplay is it. Otherwise, why do we watch an entire movie? Why not just skip to the final scene?
Yeah.
There's no buildup.
Plays-
Why don't you just watch the last 6 minutes of the Knicks game? You don't even need quarters 1 through 3. You loser. No, you need foreplay.
Plays in the name. It's not for work.
No, it's for play.
You know?
Yeah, I know.
That's a Chris Rock bit. It's like, why having a girlfriend is better than having a wife because friends in the title.
That's good.